So I just now saw a video with which platform was it? The Stop. Right, the Stop makes a whole. They basically makes the majority or a large percentage of their content is all Joe Budden content. This guy there named Danny, salute to him, whatever. But he was talking about uh, um a beef pause between Joe Budden and Math Hoffa, and I listened to his video, and I'm here to say that my opinion on the whole on that is, quick opinion on that is I don't think that's not real beef. You understand what I'm saying? I don't know if he chose the term. I don't know if he used the word beef specifically, pause, but I feel like he had, like he thinks that it's a problem, and I don't think it's that. You know what I'm saying? I don't. I just think that they're content creators, and they and everything is content right now. I've said it before. If you, whoever you are, whoever you may be watching this, if you slip and fall and somebody catches it on camera, they can put that video on YouTube and monetize it. It's money. And then somebody else can catch their video of you falling, you know what I'm saying, add a couple of bells and whistles on it, add themselves laughing, and then they monetize on it. You understand what I'm saying? So now imagine if you were a celebrity now and you fell, you know what I'm saying, busted your hip or something like that, and they got that on camera. Now that triples, quadruples the value. So, that's just the nature of the beast that we all hustling through right now. But what I have a question about is I'm really starting to feel, I don't know how I'm supposed to feel, but I'm really starting to wonder, like, what is, bruh, because this is a new cycle of shit we doing right here. All of this vlogging, podcasting, and all of that, we ain't grow up with that. So you understand what I'm saying? It didn't come with no rule book, no playbook, you know what I'm saying? No code of ethics or nothing. Niggas is out here wild westing it with it, right? Right, so what is we doing? I have seen so many, and the point I'm getting to is this is something else that was mentioned on this Stop video, this video about Joe Budden and Math Hoffa and this imaginary beef pause. But Math has had a lot of Joe Budden's ops on his show, and Danny has cited that as, a point of contention. I believe I believe I'm using the word right. Let me know if I screwed that one up. Pause. That's something that Joe has a problem with, but not a real problem. It's like, oh, all right. So then I don't have no problem roasting you when you fall. You know what I'm saying? When you take a slip, you fall on, fall on your hip. I could use that's content. You know what I'm saying? So he went back and forth, in the Stops video, they went back and forth about the whole timeline of, all of the people that the different stages in they imaginary static, and the people that Math had on his platform, from Crooked Eye and Joel Ortiz. You know what I'm saying? I don't, like, as a rapper, like, if I was Joe Budden, like, and Joe Budden been in the game for a long time. I think it may have still been the 90s when Joe Budden made it through the door. Right? I feel like anybody who come from that era, you shouldn't feel no way about that. Because if you had drama with anybody, the Source was interviewing both of y'all. They didn't care. You understand what I'm saying? 50 Cent and Ja Rule was on BET, MTV, whatever. Unless well, then again, there was some blacklisting going on. But, in the 50 Cent, Ja Rule era, there was definitely some blacklisting going on, right? So, which is something that I said I had a conversation with I had a lot of conversations recently. I can't really talk about them. You know what I'm saying? Can't really get into detail. I had a conversation with Gat Taylor. I had a conversation with Math Hoffa. Can't really get into detail about everything. What I can tell y'all for sure is Bigger was lying. Salute to you, Bigger. I don't hate you. You understand what I'm saying? But Bigger was lying. All you goofballs is in my comments talking about what y'all was talking about when I was telling y'all what I told y'all. You understand what I'm saying? Yeah, that was a lie. Right? It wasn't a mistake. It wasn't a misunderstanding. That was a lie. But anyway, besides that, go too far off topic. Yeah, I spoke to Math. I spoke to Gad. You know, a lot of things we talk. It's like in this game, like what I'm trying to get clear, like who is it foul? Is it, you know, because it's a lot of Math ex co-hosts going, well, not a lot of them, but Mecca has went on to multiple platforms since the situation with the barbershop and all of that, and Mecca has been on a lot of platforms, including the Bag Fuel platform. You know what I'm saying? And me as a man, you know what I'm saying? Look, if I got drama with you, I'm saying if it's real drama, right? If I really don't rock with you and I know you don't rock with me, I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna sit here and act like I wouldn't feel no way if I saw Smith & Wesson on your platform. You understand what I'm saying? Could I hold it against them? Pause. No. You know why? Because as I stated earlier, we come from that era where it didn't matter. This is work. This is work. You know what I'm saying? You could both, you and your ops could be in the same magazine. Nobody was going to bang on the source for that. Pause. Nobody was going to bang on BET. Well, maybe they did behind the scenes, above my pay grade. You understand? Like I said, because blacklisting was real. So, like I said, I don't have all the facts, but I have enough of the facts to present this question to all of y'all. What are we doing here? You understand what I'm saying? Because on the back on the original or the Joe Budden Math Hoffa situation, it's like it was Slaughterhouse, you know, Crooked Eye and Joel Ortiz. As a fan, who wouldn't have, you know, as a fan of hip hop, who wouldn't have them on there? And when they go on there, and when you get them on the show, who wouldn't ask them Slaughterhouse questions? Like, what happened to the group? Like, come on, be like, who wouldn't? So what I'm saying is, I don't really believe Joe was that mad. I think if he felt the way, he might have felt the way, but he understand. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if that's the same thing when it comes to Mecca, Gat Murder, and the boys. Well, Gat Murder, Gat is a rapper as well, so you know what I mean, it would behoove him to go, you know, spread his brand, pause around to the you know, to the algorithm and all of that. But Mecca, you know, Mecca's profession is more of a behind the scenes. You know, his talents, you know, his hustle was mostly unseen in the game. You know what I mean? I don't know, but I know that the emotions still apply. You know what I'm saying? So Math, I'm sure, feels a way, you know, seeing Mecca on Bag Fuel. But back to the Joe Budden Math Hoffa point. Math has, I guess he's went on or paused, or he's interviewed with Rory and Mal. I don't know, I didn't see it, but I believe that's what some mentioned. You know what I'm saying? He's interviewed with Ransom, you know what I mean, and a whole bunch of other people. But like I said, which Gat mentioned in the conversation we had yesterday as well. It's like, yo, bro, this shit is business. You understand what I'm saying? And you know, like as an artist, as an artist, you shouldn't turn down no media if that media ain't got no drama with you. You understand what I'm saying? And as a platform who's you know, interviewing talent and all of that, you shouldn't, you know, and trying to grow your situation, pause. You shouldn't be turning down no work. You know what I'm saying? No, if it ain't no real smoke, you shouldn't be turning down nothing either. You know what I'm saying? I just, you know, I would like it if we got to a place where we could feel how we want to feel, but let's not let's not let that turn in. I'm like, I ain't like that, son. Tell your man that. Let him tell you, son, and then get past that. That's what I hope for. Because all of it helps everybody involved if you think about it in a certain manner. You know, we in a era where content is king. You know what I'm saying? Where they say no press is bad press. So, you know, all the like if Math Hoff, if my expert opinion ain't putting out no episodes right now, and all of this chaos is going on, y'all still got Math in the algorithm. So whatever his next move gonna be, y'all are all tuned in already to help make it a successful. You know what I'm saying? To give it as good a push as it can get. You know what I'm saying? And I think maybe Math knows that. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, what y'all think about that? Because I truly believe we have all been blacklisting and blacklisted on some level our whole lives. You know what I'm saying? If you from any hood, if you got any friends, either you or your friends have been violated by somebody that you and your friends was like, nah, we are not rocking with him or her. Nigga break up with a girl, he don't want none of his family talking to her in most cases. And vice versa. You know, you have the mature, quote unquote, we have the, I put the air quotes because, mature is, that may be up for judgment. Like, you know what I'm saying? That might be, depend on the individual. Something you may see as mature, somebody else might not. So I'm just saying. But you got some mature people that would think that they ain't got nothing to do with nothing. That's just this. What your heart say though? I be knowing, B. I've been studying human behavior since I was a kid. Not in the book, just in real life. You know what I'm saying? Like, I recognize patterns in people. I know when you push certain buttons, whether good or bad, you're gonna get certain results, good or bad. You know what I mean? I get it. You know what I mean? It's like I know talk about Math Hoffa. I know y'all gonna come in here and talk to me about this is where I get the most pushback, pause, on any of the topics I talk about. You know what I'm saying? Most of you niggas, y'all usually with me, and I appreciate that. Salute to y'all for all of that. But y'all, I feel like a lot of the people that come in here when I talk about Math Hoffa, pause, they just click on because it's Math Hoffa name. They not people who actually rock with me. You understand what I'm saying? Because people who rock with me are smart. You understand what I'm saying? I can take a certain, you know what I mean? Like, so when I say certain things, y'all get it. And the people who rock with me know I'm not gonna come on here and cap. Y'all know I'm not. When I tell you I spoke to niggas yesterday and I'm telling you that was a lie Bigger told, the niggas who know me know, all right, he said it definitively now. It is what it is. It's just y'all niggas who only clicked on here because you saw the title. You know what I'm saying? But that's all good. We building something here. Salute to y'all too. But yeah, man. What y'all think? I can even deduce most of y'all going to say, fuck that, son, get your money, interview, blah, 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 all that blacklist is for suckers, somebody get labeled a snitch. If you from the streets or you understand street principle, if somebody get labeled a snitch, isn't protocol supposed to be none of us? I mean, I know niggas have been breaking protocol, but doesn't the protocol say snitches get stitches or I'm not advocating for the stitches because that would be a crime and I'm online. But what I'm saying, none of us supposed to rock with them no more. That's a form of blacklisting. Nigga rob. If you do business with a nigga, he beat you on your money, you gonna tell your man, nah, son, them niggas are selling dirt over there. It's the same thing. But anyway, I don't want to talk y'all heads off. Pause protesters, get y'all ass out of here. Rest of y'all, welcome to the nation. Monster Nation, that is. I'm your host, your tour guide. President, I'm the king around here. I'm the landlord, owner, tenant, janitor. I'm off the damn floor with you if you don't follow the rules. The rules are you gotta like, comment, subscribe, hit the bell for all notifications. If you're trying to be a tax-paying citizen of the nation, leave us a super thanks or a Cash App. We actually prefer the Cash App, but y'all do y'all. Little niggas gonna do their thing. It's all good. It's all good. Cash App tag will be in the description along with the Bandcamp link, which is there for all of you who would rather hear me rap than hear me yap. You know what I mean? The newest mixtape there, it's called Nonviolent Rocco for all you bitch ass niggas. Sorry, YouTube. Yeah, get that. Go get my sister Bernadette album. Go get my brother's Smith and Wesson album. You know what I mean? And do your thing. Enjoy your life. Also, when you're writing on the walls in here, aka commenting, use your spell checks, not your autocorrect. Don't have the autocorrect have you out here looking crazy. Monster is monster, not monster. It's an A, not an ER at the end. Helter Skelters, not Helter Skelter. It's an AH, not an ER at the end of those. Rock has a C and a K, R-O-C-K, except for Crips. Y'all get a pass because I know y'all politics. Just throw a little cuh in the comment so I get it. You know, so I you know what I'm saying? Y'all get clearance on your comment and all that. You understand what I'm saying? And for the love of all things decent, is BCC, not BBC. Pause. Auto reverse. Go that way. That's what your girl said. Anyway, you made it to the end of this video. Let me get 4 peace signs. Rock on, rock on.